It's now emerged that 70% of the doctors who had qualified in other countries and then took the board exams to work as doctors here have failed those exams. But around 250 doctors, junior doctors, who wrote the theory paper say that there were problems with the examination scripts. Advocate Rene Govender is the chair of the legal desk of the South African Internationally Trained Health Professionals Association. Ma'am, good evening to you and thank you for your time. You've been looking at this on behalf of these doctors. What problems do you believe you might have found with the examination papers?
Okay, good evening, Stephen. And from the leadership of SAFEPA and our leader, Dr. Pranav Singh, our heartfelt gratitude to your program for raising these issues. Mr. Clotus, before I proceed, I'm going to beg your indulgence. I have something that's what you may call breaking news, but this is a heartfelt plea from one of the doctors. If I may, can I read this out to you because it changes the flavor of things and all that we have done thus far. Just a minute of your time.
As quickly as you can, yeah, please.
I quote, "Good day, advocate. Please, on your interview tonight, add that before we wrote OSCE exam on 7th of May, told by an HOD, head of department, that even if we pass with 53% at UKZN, HPCSA will give us 40%. And he does not know how they do things over there. It's not UKZN that fails us. All doctors who took OSCE in the afternoon were present when he said that. We all witnesses, even the invigilators were present. It's not their fault that people are failing. It takes HPCSA 3 to 4 weeks before releasing results to doctors. During that period, it's when they manipulate results. Now, this plea came to us this afternoon after we had made representation to the HPCSA requesting examination reports. We made a FIRE application. We did appeals as well for those reports. And the HPCSA refused to allow us to view these records. Unfortunately, that's where we are at the moment. We now have made application to the information regulator on the basis that these records are what the candidates would want to use in any kind of future litigation because they felt that they have passed the board examination. And that's where we stand at the moment.
Okay, so I mean, you say that this person has witnesses, the people who are taking the exams, the invigilators as well, who I presume were from the University of KwaZulu-Natal and may provide independent testimony here. All of this comes after a long fight to write the exams in the first place. Why would the Health Professions Council want to fail doctors? We have a crying need for more doctors.
Absolutely. This has been our war cry now for the last 5 years, Mr. SAFEPA was constituted as a direct result of the challenges and hindrances that the HPCSA placed on the path of doctors. We have a number of court orders against the HPCSA. I think we are the only organization, through the Lawyers for Human Rights in Pretoria, have attacked many of the regulations of the HPCSA. The October board exam, October 23 board exam, Mr. Curtis, came through a long fight. We had a huge class action against the HPCSA. They met with us last May to say that an exam will be set for 2023. And after a good few months, the examinations happened in October 2023. But when candidates sat for those examinations, many of them felt that it was easy and felt they passed the examinations. The questions were not difficult. But two things happened. Firstly, the time allocation for that examination was reduced to 2 hours from 3 hours. And with the same number of MCOs, same number of questions, and lengthy questions. So that was something unexpected, and it could have impacted on the failure rate then, because candidates were not expecting anything different from the board exam held at Stefano Mercato. So suddenly in the exam room, they were faced with this reality that they've got to complete their 100 questions in a theory exam under 2 hours. And feeling that that may have been an impact, we waited, we addressed this with the HPCS, and they've come back to us and saying these examinations are conducted by experts, they have nothing to do with it, and it's moderated by experts. But something is not quite right. If the examination is set by an expert in the field, then a 30% pass rate should be cause for concern.
Thank you very much indeed. Advocate Rene Govender is the legal desk chair of the South African Internationally Trained Health Professionals Association. Of course, the Health Professionals Council will have its own view on that. We'll try and get the other side of that story